Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about the Mindy Project. The Mindy Project is a new comedy series on Fox. It's going to air on Tuesday nights at 9:30 after New Girl, and it premieres September 25th. And I have been looking forward to the show for months. This is the show I was most excited about, and Fox decided to give us a free preview online on Hulu.com and many other places like On Demand, and it's supposed to be on iTunes, but it's not on there yet. But yeah, you can currently watch the pilot right now for free on Hulu.com, and I definitely recommend you go check it out because it is awesome. It is definitely the best new comedy this season, and many critics have been calling it that, and the crop of comedies this season have been really terrible, so I mean, there's not much else to measure up against it, but I mean, it's a really good show, and I think you should all check it out. If you're going to watch a new comedy this season, watch The Mindy Project, because, it's written and created by Mindy Kaling, and she stars in it as well. And if you don't know who Mindy Kaling is, she plays Kelly on The Office, and she is amazing. She is like a quadruple threat. She is so talented. She is hilarious, and she's great in everything she does. I mean, she really can't do, she can do no wrong. I mean, she is really my idol because I love her so much. She's a great actress. She's a great comedian and writer, and she's so funny and smart, and I just love her. And her show is really great because I think it will be really popular amongst girls my age and younger and older. And it should be a popular show among girls and women because it's a show about a girl who's got her professional life going great, but her personal life is kind of a mess, and I think a lot of women can relate to that. And I think she's a great role model for young girls, so I think they'll like it. I think if you like New Girl, you'll love The Mindy Project, so I think the pairing of those two shows together on Tuesday nights is going to be amazing, and I think it's one of the greatest pairings ever, and so I'm really excited for that, and I'll definitely be looking forward to Tuesday nights. And so yeah, the reason why I love this show is just because Mindy's character, she plays a character named Mindy, so, but her character is super relatable. I mean, she loves romantic comedies, and her character does, and Mindy loves romantic comedies in real life. If you read her book, then you'll know that she loves them, but she complains because most romantic comedies these days are terrible, and there's so many cliches about them. And what she does on her show is her character wants her life to be like a romantic comedy, and it's just, she does things in a smart way. You know, this is kind of like a romantic comedy TV show, but it's done well, and it's done in a smart way, and it doesn't have all the cliches that romantic comedies do. It's more like the realistic side of a romantic comedy, you know? And there's this really funny scene where she is at dinner on a date with Ed Helms, which is just the cherry on top of the cake. I mean, to have one of her Office co-stars on the pilot is just amazing. And their scene together was so, like, awkwardly hilarious. Every time I watch it, it's just like, yeah, I think that's one of my favorite scenes of the whole pilot. There's a line where she says, "Do you know how hard it is for a chubby 31-year-old to get a date with a guy who works at a blah blah blah?" And it's just like, I love the way she refers to herself as a chubby 31-year-old. I was just like dying. But she's just so honest and funny, and I love that she always says things that I'm thinking, like when one of her coworkers, Danny, he's kind of a douche, he changes the channel while she's watching one of her favorite romantic comedies, and it's Deadliest Catch, I believe, and he's like, "I've seen this episode before," and she's like, "There are other episodes of this?" And I died laughing because she basically spoke my mind. I'm like, thank you. And I quote that all the time, like, because my dad always watches shows like that. I'm like, there are other episodes of this, and I'm like, so yeah, I know where she's coming from, and I just love her. I mean, I think most girls can relate to her character, and that's what's so great about this show, is that she's really relatable and incredibly likable, and it's just really smartly written and done, and it's just really well done. And it's a really huge cast. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 cast members, and so there's lots of characters to play with and stuff, so I'm really excited for the full season. And as soon as the pilot ended, I'm like, I want more, you know. And So yeah, I just love this show. So I definitely think you all should go to Hulu.com right now and check it out if you haven't already. I actually told one of my friends online to watch the pilot, and I don't think she knew who Mindy was because she wasn't a fan of The Office. So if you're thinking I'm biased, she didn't know who Mindy was. She watched the pilot and she loved it. She loved it so much she actually got one of her friends to watch it, and she loved it as well. So this way of promoting the show that Fox is doing, it's actually working because they released it early. I introduced it to my friend and she introduced it to her friend, and voila, there's 2 other people to watch the show that probably wouldn't have watched it in the first place. So Fox is doing a great job marketing the show. I think it's working. And my sister actually saw a poster of Mindy in San Francisco, and she took a picture of it for me. It was a poster of the Mindy Project, and it had the Mindy Project on it, and it had a picture of Mindy, and she took a picture of it for me, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, they're advertising it in San Francisco and places, and I just love that Mindy has her own show. I'm just like so proud of her. I'm like a proud mama, you know, because she had such a small role on The Office, and now she's got her own starring show, and she's got a book out, and she has over 1 million followers on Twitter. It's just, I love her so much, you know. I think she's a wonderful role model, and she really is my idol. And yeah, so if you don't know who Mindy Kaling is, I think you should definitely check her out because she's worth checking out. So yeah, and you should also check out my fan site, mindyprojectfans.com, as well as mindyandbj.net, which is my fan site for Mindy Kaling and BJ Novak, which is like her best friend. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope to get more videos up soon. The fall season is starting in about a few weeks. Parenthood starts up soon, so yeah, I'll be talking a lot about new shows and old returning shows, hopefully. So, yeah, alright, bye guys.